It's so fun, we love it. My name is Samia Vanderkolf, and I'm the movement supervisor for the Bluecoats.
Performing their 2022 program, Risks and Revelations. Drum Corps International is proud to present the Bluecoats.
Right away, the first thing that I'm just reminded of is that we're not wearing blue, which was an exciting time.
I had this trippy dream where this cat was driving me around in an old convertible. Later on, it turned into a VW van, and near the end, it was more like this spaceship kind of thing. We're high up looking over the road.
All right, so
But the front console was shaped like a van.
I'm just laughing and smiling because trying to figure out this whole beginning with Lance and our brass soloist name, Aaron.
Aaron Owens.
Aaron. So I think they ended up having a whole narrative where Aaron was his Uber driver coming to pick him up, and Lance would get in, and they had a whole scene where it was like, hey, it's hot. Can you open the window? Oh, yeah, sure. He would crank down the window. He would mess with the radio. Some guy would cut him off. He would honk his horn. So there was a whole scene that they had to picture. So this is the first time that we see sort of our dance line independent of the rest of the color guard for a long period of time. And it's this sort of intense, maybe aggressive feeling song. Again, there's this sort of this shaping of our axles making a vehicle with the linear lines here. So a lot of the song feels and sounds kind of pompous at times, but also aggressive. Oh, we're getting to the big moment. Okay, so everything's starting to build here, and I remember working with... Okay, so Island, I have to go back to you for this one. So the axle dancers is what we called them on the 40, on side 2, was like an ever-growing project.
Every day there was something to add and develop in. Yeah.
Yeah, and there were maybe like 11 dancers, something like that. But we were tasked with how do we make these inanimate objects look and feel more interesting. But I mean, it was literally just, can we just explore? Can anyone climb inside of it? We have them flipping over it. In a few seconds, we have one girl on the 40, and she's getting inside the axle like the Vitruvian Man. And the minute that we were like, can she actually go over? And we were like, yeah, she got it. Then it was a question of, okay, well, how many times can she rotate over? So I think she does like 3 full rotations going into the next hit. So she's actually, there she goes, Emily, around and around and around.
Dismount's good too.
Here. It's so fun, we love it. This song was so great because it hyped up the members as well, and it was just really aggressive and love it. Okay, so here we have our axle dancers are now on our Cadillac bench, and it's like this out of control driver experience, like she's gonna lose control of her vehicle. So there we go. Woo! Nice. All right. Blue. They always said, Soldier Boy, tell him. Here we go. I don't want to talk because I love this part of the show so much. I don't think we ever had to say a single thing to Ryan, really. Once you knew his blocking on his stoplights, he's just a phenomenal performer. so cool. That's such a great moment for all of them, just to be themselves and just acknowledge the audience and rock concert. It's just so great. Oh, what's the next song? I really haven't watched this since DCI.
Here it comes.
You see, Lou knows.
This was a stressful part of tour. Was okay, so the brass does this whole improvisation here. So basically we had to teach them how to improvise and then sort of scale it back so that it was appropriate improvisation. Okay, before we get to it, so there's the big run over, and this was like the thing of, you know, it was like the thing. Obviously there's an element of excitement that comes with this. There's a big element of fear that comes with this because the way that this axle is running over the brass is from the side view. So they're not facing the axle that's coming at them. So they have to rely on counts and each other. And they have to be very trusting that our guard members pushing the axle are going to push straight. Not only that, it was a really, really fast tempo, and they had to cover a lot of distance. So once those two guard soloists lined up that axle, there was like no stopping. They just had to go. So Island actually had the brilliant idea. At first we had them kneeling. So they're on their hand with their leg out and they're playing sideways.
Yeah.
Ryan actually dropped, I think, into the splits on semifinals night.
He did not. That's awesome.
Yay. Okay. Cool.